Good morning, folks. Good morning, Twisted Threads. Good morning, Facebook. Y'all know how I do try to get on when I got a message, and this one just kind of popped up, and so I said, let me give y'all a few minutes. It's Friday, so y'all know I'm ready to get in that office. Why? Because the sooner I get in, the sooner the girl can get out. That's the ticket. So today's title, as I only got till 9 o'clock. Don't be distracting me. Um, Deadlines approaching. Deadlines approaching. Look, we have already talked about it being the end of the year, so we're not gonna and being the end of the decade. We will not mourning. We will not beat that horse alive and dead again. But I wanted to get on to just give us a reminder, as the weeks kind of go, they're going to go much more quickly. And I'm going to do this now so people don't be interrupted. The days are moving much more quickly. It's getting darker at night. We know that by the time it gets dark, maybe it's just me. As the sun goes down, so does sometimes my energy. Sometimes I'm like, okay, oh, that was a full day. Wait a minute. It's only 5:30. I need more time. Why? Because deadlines are approaching. So this is a season for me where it's like a lot of grant writing is going on. I got, Twisted Threads does her thing. I've got a lot of work that I do with some special nonprofits that I work with. Shout out to Save the Arts Foundation, Save the Arts Films, all of the things that they do. And I work with them on that, as well as I do this in my full-time job, when they let me. Anyway, that's another story. But with deadlines approaching, here's the thing. This one today is for my procrastinators. I know many of y'all on your game. You heard me the first time and you got right on it. You didn't, oh my goodness, it's the end of the decade. Let me get some things in order. And y'all went right to do it. This one today is for my procrastinating friends, which is about 90% of you who know me. You, like me, are procrastinators. And something about a deadline approaching makes things more important. We move differently, the focus is different, and we like, okay, I really got to get at this thing. Why? Because the deadline is approaching. Here's the issue for many of us who are procrastinators. We've created dreams, we've created goals, but we didn't make them smart goals. And the reason why they're not smart goals is because they're not timely. See, that's the thing about a smart goal. Is not just to say, I want to lose 20 pounds. Although the girl does, because I told y'all my summer body, I need to be in my two-piece by when? The summer. Woo, I felt that one. Yes, 2020, double blessings on the way. But that means that I got to put in the work right now. Why? Because if I try to lose, I could lose 20 pounds next year and just, act a fool and eat what I want to eat. But how about this? I want to be snatched for the holidays too. When 2020 come in here, I want to say bye-bye in a smaller size. So that means that I need to get some work done right now. That means I need to do some things right now that maybe it's sort of like, oh, I didn't want to do that. Or, I'm going to hold it off. I know for many of us, it's like, okay, I'm going to start it. Like, I'm good at that. I will start a project. Woo, child. And then in the final hour, it's like, oh my goodness, I need this. And I got to talk to that person. I got to get to this person. And then she will get it done. But imagine all of the stress that you could have alleviated from your life if you just gave yourself the time to plan it out, knowing that the deadline is approaching. So I love it because I had one grant that I was writing, and of course, we're getting stuff together. Final hour, I got to get people together. Folks don't know what come into that. They just like, okay, we'll write a grant. Anyway, you know me, you're going to learn something. But deadline approaching, this Wi-Fi, anytime I get a good message, it's funny, it don't matter where I am, the Wi-Fi will all of a sudden be acting crazy. When we say deadline approaching, that means that there are things going on. My good friend Joe, yes, Giovanna, we expecting twins. I say we because that's the only way I'm expecting anything. If y'all the carriers and the deliverers, but I celebrate all of the babies. And so now it's like, when you think of the birth of children, you got to get ready for them. You don't start putting the crib together after they're born. You don't start trying to figure out what your finances and how many diapers you're going to need and all that. You don't do that on their birthday, on the day that they enter the earth. You plan when you know it's time. Baby showers and bridal showers are usually 6 weeks to a month before we expect babies. Why? Because they're going to come when they come, but we want to do what? Be ready for them. And that's the thing with the deadline approaching. Give yourself a deadline. And look, It is Friday. I'm calling people out. You know what we gonna do here? Because that's the thing. There we go. Okay, now we can be in here and not act crazy. So, the thing with deadlines approaching, for y'all who are cheaters, who you be like, oh my goodness, my deadline passed. Well, then give yourself a soft deadline. If you know that you need to finish something by December 31st, give yourself the opportunity to say, by December 5th, that's going to be my date. Why? Because you know you're going to miss it. To thine own self be true. If you gonna lie to you, I can't help you either, and you are the one. You have the power to help yourself, but you got to make sure that you're doing that in a good way. I thank everybody for coming on all of the time and listening to the messages, and I know it's on time for you because it's on time for me. It's like, oh my goodness, I got a couple of deadlines today. Do I panic about it? No. But you know what your girl did? She wore sneakers today. Why? Because I'm be running around this building putting my face in people's places, the people who waited too long to get me the stuff that I need for my personal deadline. Yeah, I'm going to be visiting you today. Why? Because it's necessary. Because I'm not going to miss a deadline. I'm not going to miss the opportunity to make sure that not just my business work, but my professional work, and even, the things that I do with Twisted Threads. We got to get those things in order. And then you put those things on your calendar. We talked about goal setting, and Google is a great place that you can set tasks and put yourself a date for when you need to work on things and how you need to do things. Again, it's not just to beat yourself up because you missed a deadline or, oh my goodness, that passed. What am I going to do? Look, here's the deal. There's certain things that if you don't get it done in time, after it's open enrollment time. Shout out to my son whose birthday was yesterday, but he's in HR. So why? What does that mean? That means that party ain't gonna last that long because he got to get up and be to work in the morning, as well as he has to stay late. Why? Because it's open enrollment for benefits at his office. And the same thing here. Half this stuff I don't even know what I signed up for, but if it said money, I probably signed up for it. Them gonna pay me for something. I ain't sure. Anyway, however that works. Medical insurance, vision coverage, whatever it is. It's so many different things. But there's a deadline for it. And it's funny because the people is like, oh, it's a shorter deadline this year. You only got 2 weeks to get in and get. 2 weeks enough? Sit yourself down. If you was starting a job, you going to make time to say, these are the benefits. I tell you what we say in our office. Use them or lose them. And so if I know that my employer is paying for medical insurance in a way that these streets be, hello, I'm going to make sure that I sign up for it. But what? The deadline is approaching. For as we mentioned, when you are expecting a child, we call it a delivery date. Today, we going to call it a deadline. The deadline is approaching. That means for all of you procrastinators, get out there and get it done. Write it down. If you're not a person who you could remember everything, many people on my timeline are of a certain age. That's all we're going to say on that. Hallelujah. And that means that we could go into a room with the idea and then forget the thing that we did. For me personally, I had lost my glasses, and I say lost because the glasses, I hooked them to the top of my shirt, and I'm like, where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Couldn't find my glasses. Well, thank God for the Holy Ghost, because I just was like, oh, and I looked down, oh, there they are. Now look, I got backup glasses. It's all right, but that's another story. Write it down. Make sure that you give yourself the opportunity to check in on yourself. See, many of us get upset because somebody is not checking in on us, or I love it because I was in having a conversation with a friend, and it's like, please don't tell me what to do. And then I kind of got lost, and I did need direction. See, I call myself out when I'm acting petty or acting goofy. It was like, please don't tell me nothing else. Like, you don't get to tell me nothing. It's like, well, you need to go over here. And then I wound up having to take that direction anyway. How about that? Team Petty still shows up every now and then. That's just how it is. I can't say nothing to that. But wanted to get on quick, You know it's Friday. The weekend is the perfect time for many of you who at least have 9 to 5s. You got daily jobs. Don't take the weekend just to sit on your behind. Take the weekend, and if you're going to sit, plan. You don't have to stand to plan. You can sit and plan. If you are a multitasker, and many of us are not, so know who you are. I can multitask to a certain extent, and then I got to give things my full attention. But if you are one of those, I wanted to get on and get that direction. If you didn't write it down, you're late. So that's your homework. Write it down. First say, what do I want to do? And you can give yourself a time frame. It doesn't have to be the end of the year, but you should be starting it. What's the perfect time? It's still sort of the beginning of the month. You know, after the 15th, it's like half the month is gone, and then Thanksgiving going to be here, and then, you know, Christmas will be here in 10 days. When you think of how fast time flies, now that the evenings are coming quicker, remember to do these things for yourself. Remember to remind those people in your circle. Why? Because you know good and well the people on your friends list, when you start, you know, losing the weight, when you start getting yourself together, when you say, I booked a vacation, the first thing they gonna say, why you ain't tell me? Now, look, you can't tell everybody, but you can tell people without an expectation for them, just so you can miss that line to be like, I did tell you. On November 8th, 2019, I said that in July 2020, I was going to be on the beach somewhere in a 2-piece, and if you don't like it, meet me on the altar on Sunday. I didn't know what to tell you about all of the extra. I know it's a plan. I know I've got a goal. I know I set a date. Ooh. And when y'all come with those, you know, good desserts for Thanksgiving, I'ma eat them. So mind your business. But she's going to be back on her grind right after that. So remember, the deadlines are approaching. If you haven't set one, write the vision. You're writing it down. Even if you think you're not a visionary, chances are that's only because you've never been taught how to do it. But if you've been taught that you are literally a visionary, like you got thoughts in your mind about things that you want to do, you are a visionary. At the beginning of 2019, I wasn't a content creator. I wasn't an executive producer, but I am now. Why? Because I sat down somewhere. I got connected with my friends at Save the Arts, you know, and they help with the production of Twisted Threads. And the challenge is this. I got connected with somebody who I knew more than me. And we don't have all of the answers, but when I want something, then I try to figure out. So what do you know? Well, I know this much. Okay, well, I know this much. All right, well, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to research this. And then we put minds together. And you know what happens? It's not magic. No, it is not magic. But wonderful things happen and great work is produced when you allow yourself the opportunity to partner up, to collaborate. We're going to talk about how to create good collaborations and how to know when people are toxic and they just trying to come for your bag. Look, I'm from where I'm from. I can't be anybody different than I am, but I know that I've seen a lot and I know a lot, but there's still more. I'm going to be quiet on that one because that's another one. Deadlines approaching. Write it down. Set a deadline for yourself. Nadira, you know I'm coming for you. We're going to get a date on the calendar because you have at least said it. So when you put it out in the atmosphere, the next thing is somebody's got to hold us accountable to it. And you know that I am a fabulous accountability partner for those who have, you know, shared dreams or even whispered stuff out their mouth that they thought I didn't hear. You know I'm coming for you. That's Suzette. That's Nellie. That's Leslie. Look, it's a bunch of you all that I know the greatness that's inside of you. But here's the thing. I'm really only paying back what you have given to me. Because you all have given so much to me, I'm on you. Why? Because I know that you are dope. And I know that the world, especially now with so many different things happening, and all we see is discord, we got to come together and bring unity. Deadlines approaching. Make some. Don't miss them. Set them for yourself. Make sure you all are on it. Why? It's Friday, y'all. We made it through the week. Ooh, I don't know about y'all. I feel good. That's it. You know, this better than a bottle or something. That's all we're going to say on that. Mind your business. But as the deadlines are approaching, be good to yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it, but be diligent about about it. Weekend warriors, get out there, spend your time. Even if you give yourself 30 minutes a day. See, here's the deal. They always say if you walk 30 minutes a day, it helps your heart rate. It helps, heart health. It helps you lose weight. It helps your metabolism and so many different things. Do the same thing with your dreams, with your goals. Give yourself 30 minutes a day, whether it's to daydream, whether it's to create vision, whatever it is. We're going to come back with more. But today, procrastinators, the deadline is approaching. Get at it and get the work. You all have a great and amazing day. I always say make it an amazing day. Why? Because we have the power to do that. We have the power to make it an amazing day. Love y'all. Well, most of y'all. Have an awesome weekend. And check in. Leave a comment. Let me know what it is that y'all getting into so that we can know how either we can partner with you, I can serve as an accountability partner, or I could just wave my finger at you. As a mother of 5, I could do that real well. Love y'all so much.